Hello, Namaste. This is Dr. Kasigari Prasad, Associate Professor, Graphologist, Writer and Motivational Speaker. In the Satellite Subsystems topic, AOCS, Attitude and Orbit Control System, we have discussed in the last talk. Also, we defined and discussed what is TTC and M, Telemetry Tracking Command and Monitoring System. In continuation to the above mentioned two topics, the next topic is, as the satellite is launched into free space, that means into space, outer space, and as the satellite is orbiting in the satellite orbital path, that satellite requires power, it consumes power to perform operations. There are several subsystems that are there in the satellite. All those electronic components make use of power. So, what is the power system that is implemented in the satellite communication system? That we are going to study now. So, in this connection, let us understand that once the satellite is launched into outer space, it has solar cells, and these solar cells convert the sunlight which is available in the space into electrical power. As this power is converted and it is used for the operation of satellite. In this process, a thermonuclear generators are used, naturally, which are danger. In general, the total amount of radiation or solar radiation that is falling on a geostationary satellite has an intensity ranging at 1.39 kilowatts per meter square. That huge amount of radiation falls on the satellite, specifically a geostationary satellite. So, when these solar panels or the solar cells which are there in the satellite, when this huge amount of sunlight is supposed to fall on those solar cells, that energy has to conversion takes place. And the efficiency of the solar cells used here is naturally up to 20 to 25% only. As we know that this satellite, when it comprises of these cells, solar cells, at the beginning of their life, it is okay, it functions good. As the age passes, the etching of the surface will take place and it should perform effectively even as the age passes. If it is not performing effectively as the age passes, then that falls into the category of end of life. So initially at the beginning of life of a satellite cell, power consumption and power utilization is good naturally, but as the age factor increases, it goes to the end. So end of life will take place. As we know that at the time of launching the satellite through launch vehicles, that spacecrafts will carry huge batteries and good number of batteries to power the satellite subsystem. So in order to function all different activities like AOCS and TTC and M, at some instant of time satellites require battery power supply. So these satellite launch vehicles or spacecrafts will carry the batteries. Let us consider one satellite, the two spin stabilized satellite. In the spin stabilized satellite, the satellite spins, the satellite spins. The moment when it is spinning, only half side of this satellite will experience to sunlight. So, cylindrical body, it finds solar cells, and when normal incident is falling, that means when sunlight is falling onto that particular satellite, only half of that particular body is illuminated. The remaining half, it is not illuminated and it is cooled down. And again, as this other half when turns towards the sunlight, this remaining half will illuminate. So in spin stabilized satellites, only half of the body of a particular satellite for the solar cells is illuminated and solar energy will be converted into electrical power. Whereas for the second category, 3-axis stabilized satellite, 3 axes are there. For that particular case, the satellite, these 3 wheels to say rotate themselves. As they are rotating, minimum instant of normal incident light, maximum conversion will take place. So this is little how better for power consumption and power generation by the satellite solar cells. These solar sails must be rotated by an electric motor for every 24 hours. The satellites must carry batteries. During the launch and eclipse times, the satellite functions or operates with the help of these batteries only. So the longest duration of an eclipse is about 70 minutes, occurring around March 21st and 23rd. So the batteries basically used in satellite communications are made up of with nickel and hydrogen materials, and typically the battery voltages are ranging from 20 to 50 volts with a capacities of 20 to 100 amperes hours. This is the specification of the batteries that are used in satellite communication. Thank you very much. And we and ours is a Kasigari Prasad, a learning, educational, enthusiastic, inspiring and motivating channel. I invite you to kindly subscribe to our channel, comment on the particular section and share the information, knowledgeable information to your students, faculty fraternity and to your family members. Thank you very much. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.